they raise their screen to full size.
Right. And here, I'll move over this way, and it'll actually move the horizon and make the moon set later. There, like that.
By the way, guys, while we're waiting, we got just a couple more minutes before sunrise.
Oh, look at that. What's that?
While we're waiting, I got some gossip for you.
Ooh, gossip.
Remember yesterday at the equinox, at the solstice, we were complaining about how we couldn't even see the sun. They had put so many CHEM trails in the sky. And then we were talking about geoengineering, and we were talking about CHEMTRAILS and terraforming.
Yes.
Well, one of those words is, guess what? A trigger word for Google. Because if you look at yesterday's ritual, the first part, you're going to see that they threw a contrail warning on our video with a link to Encyclopedia Britannica with an article explaining that chemtrails don't exist. That is the level of propaganda. Can you believe it? That we're subject to with Google already.
Oh, but you know what that tells us? When you're over the target, you get more flack.
Right, so obviously we're talking about the right thing.
We found something that is a sore spot because they don't want us talking about it.
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it, and you're not supposed to believe your own eyes. You're supposed to believe Google.
Google lies, we all know that. Because look at that right there. That is not natural. Not natural. Hunan and Munin know.
Okay, we're about 3 minutes away from sunrise now. The donkeys were back again last night. My goodness, they haven't left much.
Oh goodness, they tore out the irrigation last night as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, we've got some hardscaping PVC that we put in.
Rotten donkeys.
And it was cold last night, and their sharp little hooves, and they just shattered it.
Rotten little Setians.
Well, when we woke up this morning, it was completely clear on the horizon, but if you look right there, there's someone who thinks their mortgage is more important than humanity because them getting a paycheck is so important that they are willing to do this to the rest of us. Remember that. The person flying that plane is willing to do this to the rest of us. To
be fair, that particular one might be a commercial jetliner, but certainly not all of these. And not all of this. The ones that are flying east-west could be a commercial airliner. The ones north-south, no way. It's not the flight pattern here. You get out here at 5 in the morning, it's like a tic-tac-toe board out here.
You come out at 3 in the morning and it's clear as a bell.
Well, we got about 2 more minutes and we're going to have a glorious sunrise. The sun is coming down Shadow Mountain right now.
Look at that. Oh, it's going to be just spectacular.
We'll be having a glorious ritual this morning. Thank you all for coming out. We got something really special for you this morning. For those of you who may not have been here before, we're performing a ritual called the opening of the Treasury of Light, which comes from a manuscript which purports to contain the magical practices communicated by Jesus to his disciples. These were teachings for the inner circle. What we know is that the manuscript was found in Egypt. We make no claims as to its authenticity or not. It's been dated back to, well, the collection that we found it in is dated back to approximately between the 3rd and 5th century. But that's in that particular collection. These were obviously things that were circulated among churches in the early church until they were stamped out by Roman hegemony.
Oh, there it is. He is risen. All hail the sun, source of all life on earth. Take a moment now and feel into your body. With each breath, become more and more relaxed. Concentrate on what you are about to do next. Visualize yourself as the tree of life. Throw your branches up high into Alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into Omega earth. I call on you in the east, Alpha. I call on you in the west, Omega. I call on you in the north, Alpha. You in the south, Omega.
Alpha,
Omega,
the beginning,
and the end,
sunrise,
and sunset,
and the path of the sun between them, a time to sow,
and a time to reap,
and the summer of growth between them, the beginning,
and the end,
and the age of Pisces between them. And I beheld a great wonder in heaven, 3 mighty angels burning brightly and guarding the entrance to the Treasury of Light. O mighty angels, Esaza Stand aside as we enter into the Treasury of Light. And entering into the confines of the Treasury of Light, we beheld 3 mighty entities, 3 more, guardians of the gateway of the Treasury of Light from within. O mighty angels, Usa Este Kausaek. Stand aside as I enter the Treasury of Light. And there are 12 heads in his treasury. These are the names that are disposed about the treasury in the places. When my Father gives light power unto them as they sing praises to him. O mighty angel, Usa epsosa. Zezoaie. Oza awes. Eze. Ulazaes. Olazazoe. Zazos. Ahozazu. Tosa ezai. Ahozazo. Those are laws. Those as I. And having passed through the places of the treasury, having invoked and passed by the heads of the places, At length we came into the place of the midst of the treasury, the place of the Father of the Treasury of Light. Almighty Father of the Treasury of Light, Ioraza, emanation of I invoke you, O Father of the Treasury of Light. May the God force pour forth upon all the earth, and all those of us who thirst for energy to fill our souls, our energetic bodies to overflowing with energy. May we drink deeply the waters of life when death comes calling to each and every one of us in due time. May we shed our mortal bodies like a serpent sheds its skin and rise triumphant through the treasuries of light into the palace of the kingdom of my Father, in the luminous universe inside of Starfire at the speed of light. And here on earth, may our species be protected and survive. May our planet be protected, our air from all the crap they're spraying in it, our water from the horrible chemicals they're putting in them, our food supply from the way it's being poisoned with glyphosate and with GMO crops, and our fire. May our sun be freed from solar dimming, from all this aerial spraying. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Take a nice deep breath and again, feel into your body. Feel the sunlight that has collected there and is racing across the endings of your nerves.
That was one of the donkeys.
Even the donkeys can feel the energy of the sun. Why else would all of nature cry out at the moment of sunrise in exaltation of the beautiful light and the amazing sensations that come from the sun? Those of you who have been watching for a while, tell us in the comments section, how has this feeling changed you? How does the feeling of sunshine within your body, activating the internal God force, feel that energy?
I ask you to, in the days that come, be open to the truth. We're living in a world of lies, in a world of trickery, where the truth is subject to manipulation. We saw that yesterday with the warning they threw on our video. It's ridiculous. But that's the way things are. But for now, at least, we're still free to gather together from all the points around the world here on this live stream and celebrate this magnificent, magnificent ritual together. But let us not take it for granted, for it may not always be that way. You don't believe me? Ask the Falun Gong practitioners in China who have had their organs harvested and sold. We may not always enjoy the religious liberty we do here in the United States today, but for now, we still do. And until the time when that's no longer possible, Leslie and I will be out here every single morning to light the way. Thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God force run strong within you. And, as always, may your magics work better than expected.